Under my watch in New Orleans, we had a child come in. We didn't really understand what was wrong with that child, and in the course of treating her, we gave her a massive overdose of liquid cocaine. And this child, this time, didn't survive our care. And when I thought about what happened, when I went back and looked at she came in and she was actually in a diabetic situation, and we accidentally pulled the wrong vial, gave her the wrong drug. We went and talked to her parents because we took a toxicology study and it showed high levels of cocaine in her blood. So we went to her parents and said, we think we know what landed your daughter in our emergency department. And they went ballistic. I can't tell you how ballistic those parents went. Couldn't peel them off the ceiling. And they said, you know, if she got cocaine in her blood, she got it here and she got it from you, and you better find out how and why. By the time we were done talking to that set of parents, that child was dead. And when I look back on the systems analysis of that, yeah, there were systems issues. That vial of drug that we were supposed to give her looked exactly like the vial of the liquid cocaine. My God, we went back to the pharmaceutical company and said, why? Why would you make these two labels look exactly alike? Same font, same layout, same color, same everything. You know, they told us what manufacturers tell us about it. Standardization is cheaper. It wasn't on our end. Did we have staffing problems that night? You bet we did. But you know, this wasn't some fly-by-night nurse that was down there. This was our Florence Nightingale. This is somebody that I trust Ben's care with today if she was still a nurse, but you know she isn't, because she didn't stay after that kind of an event. But the real reason here, and you know it as well as I know, because as soon as I told you that we had liquid cocaine available that easily in our emergency department, you said, why? Why did you do that? Well, we did it because we had a real big admitter who liked to be able to say, I want it this way, and get it this way. And that big admitter said, I want liquid cocaine there. Right now, what did we use it for? We used it for cauterizing nosebleeds, hardly an emergency that you needed it like that. But that night, we learned an incredible lesson about the price of professional prerogatives and how we have got to break down this idea of organizational hierarchies and the idea of proprietary silos. It's really time we acted like a community in the interest of a community. And I think technology, as I said before, is the Trojan horse to start those conversations. And I'll just end this by telling you, I've told you a little bit about Ben, but what I didn't tell you about Ben was that when I was married, I married a man with 3 children, and the twins were 4 years old, and the oldest was 6 when we got married. And so I got an instant family, and I thought, this is fabulous, wonderful. And so we went all these years and raised the kids up, and I thought, gosh, I was so lucky. I can't have children, and so I didn't think I could, so I was delighted. And then the oldest was 21, and the twins were 19. We were getting ready to send them off to college, and I found out I could conceive. Whoa. So here's the 19-year-old son, Nick, and Nick was just flabbergasted. He was just beyond, he was speechless. You know, he's like, you couldn't even say it. You know, you can't be around my friends, was all he could say. It's just disgusting. And so he got a sense of humor later and said, I think this is going to work out because when you guys go out to eat, the kid's going to get, you know, the child discount, and you guys are going to get the senior citizens discount. It's just going to work out beautifully. But I'd waited a long time for Ben. I was 42. Told you he was 9. Give you a minute to do the math. And so when I got pregnant with Ben, and my mom was overjoyed, the family was overjoyed, I was thrilled, I could not believe it, so excited. And then I got ready to have him go in for his immunizations. And you know what business I'm in. I'm in the medical error business and the reduction of medical error. So I know what's possible. So I handed over my tiny little infant, you know, to the healthcare system. And I'm thinking, please, God, let this be the right dose, the right drug, the right everything, because you've got my whole life in your hands. And they're approaching him with this needle, and I'm just praying. And I was thinking that if you don't now have somebody that you love in this healthcare system, whether it's behavioral health related or not, you will. It'll be your mother, your daughter, your sister, your brother, somebody that you love. And I think that Don Berwick summed it up best about the urgency of this kind of work when he said, I've heard it said by cynics that the quality of medical care would be far better and the hazards far fewer if we, like pilots, were passengers in our own airplanes. I think we should never forget for a single moment that we are, and so are our families. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you today. I really appreciate the time and attention. Thank you.